Hi everybody, this is Sam with Python Basics, and as you can tell by the title of the video, I really just kind of want to touch on what I do every day. Oh, and side note, I figured out how to zoom in on this, so it'll be a little bit larger in all the other videos. So I know I'm going to sound like a broken record, but I really just want to emphasize the problem-solving skills portion of any job like this. So all of the questions that I get are how to build a bigger project, how to do something big. So what I really want to challenge you with is, okay, let's say you do get a job. And I really want you to think about the interview questions that are all over the internet. What are those? It's to see how you think through a problem. So what I do every day is literally answer questions. Okay, that sounds cool. But first, I have to understand the question that I'm solving. Then I need to formulate how in the world would I do that in a pattern or a repetition, and then what tools will I use? So I just want to emphasize this immensely. The time that I spent, and I didn't know exactly where I was going to be or what I was going to do, but I had two avenues that I spent my time on. And the YouTube channel, you see all of the different types of tools, all the packages, all the thinking through that you saw, but you do not see all of the equal amount of time that was spent just doing small little puzzles on all of the websites that are around the internet, the daily challenges, and I was always keeping my mind sharp of how to group, how to solve, how to put things together in very small pieces. And then I would learn new tools and I would go from there. So yes, you can think of a big picture. Yes, that's good to tell a story. But how good are you at explaining something to a 5-year-old? And that's all that a data analyst does and what a programmer does, was because when you get onto a team, you're going to get handed a task that is for one person, and then you're going to have to integrate that with somebody else. So you're going to need to understand what everybody else around you is doing. So I equate it to a riddle. The answer is always in the riddle. Well, life isn't going to be exactly like that, but because you may not have you've got to figure out what the true question is. So you might be given a question or what they think the question that they want answered. So what I have found is I will answer a question and I will come back and I will do a query, but that really that's the question for now. So let's use that as a term. This is the question that we have for now. And then the answer will then lead us to another question. And then that will lead to another question. So basically, the questions are never answered. And if you've read anything about a SQL query or data, how granial do you want to get? Or make sure you're granial in what you expect. And we're going to really talk about this soon when we get into the aggregate functions and the group by. That concept can be very foreign, but I think I have a really good way to explain it, because that took me a long time to grasp years ago, and now I'm doing it every day. So it has helped me really grasp well enough to be able to explain it. And that's really how I gauge how well I understand something, is how well can I show it? How well can I express it? How well can I teach it? How easily can I make a video? Can I boil this down? So what I really want to challenge you is, when you're feeling anxious of what do I need to do? What do I need to do? Go solve a puzzle. So I've tried to explain this to old coworkers. It's literally like I'm solving puzzles all day long. So I have when I get a question, I have to do three things. I have to, one, really understand the question and know what results I'm going to need to get. Two, how am I going to formulate this in a query? And then three, write it that it will return what I'm expecting or what I'm hoping. And then, I guess in four, look at the data and see what story that tells. Because, again, you'll get led down a certain path, and then it'll go, ooh, we need to then look at this. And guess what? With the same question, this might have iterations of 2 or 3, and that may lead to other questions. So I really have been thinking about this video and wanted to just release a bonus video during the week so you can really think and understand what I do and how my thinking has changed. And when I get asked a question, it's literally an important question. It needs to be answered. And the answer that I give is probably going to generate another question. So you really need to be an outstanding problem solver above all else. So that's what I really want to get in, because I think, what was it? Probably 6 months ago, when I was entertaining and I was watching data analysts, and it was like, what's a data analyst? What's a business analyst? And I didn't get any answers out of any of those videos. And it was, they know how to do it, but they just can't explain it. So I really want you to understand, if you're interested in going down the data analyst route, especially at a large company, what you're going to be doing. You're literally just going to be solving puzzles all day. I love solving. This is a perfect fit for me. I mean, I thought when I was doing my stuff with Python and the stock market, I thought that was a perfect fit. I mean, I'm literally learning something new about SQL every day. And I highly recommend that book that I've been showing, The SQL for Data Scientists. And that author has been so gracious to me to send, I tweet back and forth. She helped me solve a problem that I was stumped on, that I was really stuck, and I hadn't got to that. Had to do with joins, and I hadn't got to that part. We were looking at joins, but this was an elaborate, advanced join. And she just tweeted back a very simple technique, solved the whole thing. And I was able to join 2 elaborate queries with subqueries. And we'll get to that soon enough. But yes, so I know this is a little bit of a longer video, but I really wanted you to understand what I do. And if you're interested in this is what the job is, and to really kind of pull the curtain back so you can understand what is ahead of you, and really to fill up your toolbox and to just be prepared. That's the point of this. Just be prepared. Fill up your toolbox with your mental problem solving skills and your toolbox of what techniques to use. So there we go, guys. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you're jumping down below onto Discord, leaving a comment, just a shout out, whatever I can do to help you guys. Just thank you so much for all the views and subscribers and just everything. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Hey, guys. Thanks for joining us today. I hope you really enjoyed today's video. And if you haven't, check out this video right here or this one right down here. And most important, make sure you're hitting this subscribe button and the notification bell. Thanks again for joining us, and we hope to see you next time. Bye, guys.